After watching a clip that had Stephen Colbert and Ricky Gervais arguing about God and religion, I decided to make a response video. Last time we looked at Ricky's silly argument that he believes in one less God than everyone else. Stephen then turns his thoughts to gratitude for existence. And his gratitude to God, to which Ricky responds, "We want to make sense of nature and science, and it is unfathomable that everything in the universe was once crunched into some small atom." Stephen interrupts at this moment, "But you don't know that. You just believe in Stephen Hawking and that it's just a matter of faith in his abilities." Ricky says, "Yes, but..." Stephen doesn't let him cut in and continues, "You don't know it yourself. You're accepting it because someone else told you." Ricky is able to regain the floor and says, "Well, yeah, but science is constantly proved all the time. You see, if we were to take something like any fiction or holy book or any other fiction and destroy it, in 1,000 years' time, it wouldn't come back just the way it was. Whereas if we were to take science book and every fact and destroy them all, in 1,000 years' time, they'd all be back all the same. Tests would be the same results." Stephen to this says, "That is really good." But Stephen, it wasn't really good. There are a few arguments that need to be made here. First of all is context and absolutes make his argument sound more profound than it is. With a little bit of truth here and a dash of misleading segment of truth there, it leads to an idea that is easy to believe. Let's break it down. First of all, if we were to destroy all fictions, all holy books, and all beliefs of science all at once, and leave no trace of any of them, and then go 1,000 years into the future, you would find new religions and new scientific beliefs. Many religious beliefs would be the same, and many scientific beliefs would be the same. But there would absolutely be differences for both of them. First of all, the Bible is a story laced with teachings. The story will not happen the same way again, but will have many similar teachings. So, to Ricky's comment that it won't come back, you're right. The Bible won't come back because new stories will be written. And the science argument that we will relearn many of the same things, but it won't be the same. Will pasteurized milk come back? Yeah, maybe. There are many other methods, and if it is discovered again, let me just say it won't be called pasteurized milk. And that's because it won't be named after Louis Pasteur, because a scientist named Louis Pasteur won't discover it. It'll be a new story. Will we have antibiotics? Maybe, but it won't be because some scientist found some moldy vial and decided to test it on lab rabbits. Science is not always told as a story, but just as the Bible has a story, it also has a story. You don't need the story to recognize mathematical equations, chemical reactions, gravity, or the camera obscura effect. Neither do you need a story to know that you should not steal or kill. Frankly, we should just treat others kindly. In fact, I would love it if both religion and science both went away, so that when they do come back, we wouldn't be stuck with the 7 lousy colors of the rainbow and wouldn't recognize something that makes more sense like 12 colors. And maybe we wouldn't have this second coming belief that will magically just fix all of our problems, and instead have a belief in a coming God after we stop destroying the planet and make some sustainable solutions. The idea that the story of the Bible won't come back is easy to accept because the story will continue where it is and the other story won't be back. The idea that science will be back is based off of evidences, not the story. So those two are not comparable ideas. You can't hold an orange and an apple and ask which of these is the better apple. If we face the scenario that both stories were gone forever, then we will have two new narratives. Yes, science will continue to be proved by evidences that you can use to lead to truth, but Ricky's argument does not show in any means that religion is devoid of evidences. and won't return. It simply is assumption. So, what are evidences that lead to religious truth? I'll give 7 that I've thought of over the last few days of reflection. First is the relationship with the unseen realm. This may be a belief in a god, spirits, demons, or other unseen beings. You can see these show up all around the world in any religion. Hinduism with its 330 million gods, Japanese Oni, Chinese local gods, Abrahamic religions with angels and demons. And don't forget the way the afterlife plays in the unseen realm, such as nirvana, heaven, or reincarnation. Second is the relationship with others. Holy books such as the Bible, Quran, the Gita, all teach to love others. Think about all the great religious gurus such as Jesus, Gandhi, Buddha, and others that taught to love others. One of my favorite examples is the Syrian peace activist Gahar Matar, who was killed as a political threat because he was giving roses and encouraging love. Third is the encouragement to learn and study. Of course, you are thinking of holy books like Torah and Quran, but even more than that, many religions encourage deeper studies in life or periods of pondering. Fourth is spiritual energies. Every religion has one or many ways that spiritual energies show up, such as chakras, auras, chi, incense, priesthoods, sacraments, prophecies, fasting, sacrifices, singing, and more that fill up the ceremonies of these religions. Fifth is health. Every religion has some element of self-care to keep people in good health, and some have strong beliefs in healing. Some of the blue zone's lessons of longevity are tied to faith, while all blue zones have ties to social engagement. Sixth is meditative practices. Whether you think you have one, most people have many. For example, sports is a meditative practice. You can range from clearly religious things such as prayers and trances and meditation to more unique practices such as qigong, tai chi, or yoga. Finally, is the passion of your heart. To some, this is the will of God that is placed in you. To others, this is a personal trait, but most of the best people at following what is in their heart are not even religious. Now, this list of 7 does not mean that religions are good at following them. On the contrary, there is a terrible limitation on most to only stay in their box. And to some unfortunate souls, their leaders are either corrupt or power hungry. Having religion disappear may help it come back more purely, but then again, it may come back just as corrupt. The beauty in my mind of being an atheist, like Ricky, is that you are truly free to find things on your own without religion holding you back. Maybe not the first one, because you gotta deny something. These 7 ideas that I placed here are 7 things that I believe are evidences towards spirituality. Now, doesn't mean you have to be spiritual to follow those things, but I believe that they are a form of spirituality that will come back. I hope that I presented soundly arguments that Stephen failed to make with Ricky, and if not, I hope you at least enjoyed the video. Until next time.